Has someone ever called you by a name? Or maybe, let me just be direct, God called you by a name and you're like, I mean, good? Are you talking about me? Like, are you sure it's me you're referring to? Because like if I see what you're calling me and where I am right now, there's no correlation. Make it make sense. Like it's because I don't look like it. I don't feel like it. I where I am right now doesn't look like so. God, I show you, you're not supposed to call this name to someone or ascribe this name to someone else. Have you ever felt that way? I mean, this was the case of Gideon, right? In Judges chapter 6 verse 12, it said when the angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon. It said Yahweh's angel suddenly appeared to Gideon and said, Yahweh's presence goes with you, man of fearless courage. Some of that's what's it called? Version to say, oh mighty man of valor. And I'm like, mighty man of valor, fearless courage, K. Gideon that was also hiding the way other of the Israelites were hiding. Gideon that even after the angel of the Lord appeared to him, and gave him a sign or something, told him, encouraged him. Gideon brought a fleece, at least I think 2 times or 3 times. He said, to prove that you're really going to be with me, I want to be doubly sure. I want to be assured in a way that leaves no room for doubt that, you're not going to just carry me like this and drop me at the middle of the sea or abandon me because I cannot count. If you get what I'm saying, you get what I mean. It's like it was like because I cannot come and start something and then you just leave me like that, and it's just same Gideon that even after he had agreed to embark on this journey with God, that he took he selected like thousands of men to go into this battle. God had to like interfere and say, it's not in numbers you're going to win this warfare. I don't need numbers to win a battle. Just my presence and just you following divine instructions and all of that. The same Gideon, God was calling fearless and mighty man of valor. Please stay with me, guys. This goes to tell me, right, that God doesn't call or address you with a name that is befitting for where you are currently, or what and who you think that you are, or based on your background, or what people or even you yourself think that you are. He doesn't do that, right? He calls you based on who he knows that he had made you to be and who you can be and have already become based on who had already called you to be from an endpoint. The Bible says that God, sees the ending from the beginning. So it was from that end point that God was addressing Gideon, even though he didn't look like it at the point or at the moment. The only difference between who you are right now and who you can become, as far as God is concerned, is your yieldedness to obey. Is your yieldedness to obey every single instruction, however how senseless, however how difficult, however how inconveniencing they may be, in small and in big ways. Like Gideon, God will not just call you and then leave you in the middle of the ocean. He's willing, so willing to hold your hands and walk you through the processes step by step, till you be just as he has called you and he knows you and he has ordained you to be. Do you understand that? And then initially, you might not look like it until you look back and then you realize that your obedience over time has yielded the possible fruit of righteousness, has, amounted in you becoming all that God has called you, just as he knew you, just as he ordained you to be. Do you understand that? So when God calls you by a name that you don't look like at the moment, don't discard it. Like Mary, just say, let it be unto me according to your will. Let it be unto me according as you have said it to be. And then you align yourself with God, you obey Him, as then, like Gideon, you realize over time that you have really indeed become the fearless man, full of courage, or the mighty man of valor, just as God called you to be. God doesn't make mistakes when He calls you by name. He already knows who you are, what you are, where you are right now, and yet He still calls you. So there is something in you that He's saying. You may not be seeing it right now, but if only you can just align and just agree with Him. Like Mary, let it be unto me according to your word, and you align and cooperate with Him, you realize, just like Gideon, that you have become eventually. Okay, so this is Standing Strong Podcast, communicating life values, making great impact. Don't forget to share, like, and comment, and hit the notification bell button so you'll be the first person to get updates like this. Till I come your way again next time, keep winning, keep staying strong, and God bless. Bye.